What led you into politics? What was the catalyst?
You know what? I was a police officer for 11 years, so
Okay.
I always had a heart to serve. Even before titles, I always had a heart to serve my community, give back, and things like that. I moved to Eastpointe, and Eastpointe to me was always that city. You gonna see somebody jogging, walking their dog, and it was like hi. So I was like, that's the city I want to move in. It's so quiet, it's so happy, it's so joyful. And then when I moved into my city, I was like, okay, why my car that I parked in my driveway not there no more? So when I start seeing a crime, increase to a certain level, not a huge one, I said I want to do something about it. So yes, I was a police officer and I enforced the laws, but I want to be in a position where I create them too, and that what led me to doing what I'm doing today.
Okay. What was it like serving as an officer?
It was very challenging. I say that to say because when I worked for the Wayne County Sheriff's Department, most of the people who was in jail, who were incarcerated for a certain amount of time, they looked like me and you, and that bothered me. I didn't like going to work seeing people that looked like me, who were educated, who were in there for small crimes and things like that, and you have families and asking, can I get extra food, and asking, can I speak to my family, or asking, can I watch TV like their children? That didn't bring me joy. And so sooner or later I said, this is not where I want to be. I want to be somewhere where I'm teaching people how to be more than just this. Teaching people how, this is not the end game. It's more to life than just this. And, when I used to talk to the inmates, I would call them sir and be very respectful because that's who they were, until you came for me, then it was on the popping. But, so, I respected them, not on the popping like, hey, let's go. But, it's about, making sure you have control of that environment, because people can't just call you out your name and things like that, and they're and they're not going to get in trouble for it, because if you don't do nothing about it, then it can cause you harm, especially I'm a small woman and things like that. So we have things that set up to make sure that you're respectful and we keep things in line and things like that. But other than that, I'm gonna make sure that you a sir all day, And so I didn't enjoy going to work every day, seeing people that look like me and seeing people disrespect another person that looks like them. I didn't understand that, and how do we come from that, and even when I used to talk to the inmates, they just automatically had in their mind, oh, you came from this neighborhood. Oh, you must have lived in the suburbs, or you did this, or you had a two-family household. I had a two-family household till I was probably the age of 8, and then my mom was a single mom with 3 kids, couldn't barely raise her kids, and we had no food sometimes, and lights was cut off, and, my mom never really got to help me with my homework, and I had to raise my own sisters and help my mama pay the bills. I didn't tell you all that because I don't have to, because I carry myself. I don't want that to be my story. That's part of my story, but I don't want to, be where I am and want you to feel sorry for me. That's not my story. That's part of my story. And sometimes we take what helped us be who we are and say, well, my mom was this. Yes, my mom was a single mom, but that's not all she was. My mom was a businesswoman. My mom was a strong woman that raised 3 daughters, and then she made a history maker. And she didn't even know what she had, but she did her very best. So that's not her story. She's a single mom, and that's it. A mom that was on welfare, that's it. That's not her story. That's part of her story, but that's not her story. My story is not, oh, I had a single mom, my mom did this. That's part of my story. But my story is, you know what? This is who I was, but this is who I am, and this is who I'm going to be. So let me show you how to do it.
That's powerful. That's powerful. All right. So with that, as we get closer to a close, I don't know what else you want to share, but we definitely want to get people, if they want to connect with you, if they want to get the book, if they want to learn, if they want to pop in council, connect, how do they go about that?
Well, absolutely. Thank you so much so again, Mom, What's a Mayor? You can go to the website, momwhat'samayor.com, and order your book. The book, a regular copy is $19.99. A signed copy is $24.99. And if you want the combo, with the gavel is $29.99. And also you can donate. We take a lot of donations. If you want to donate some books, I go to schools and speak to schools all over, all over the United States. And also get kids to understand what government is. I also going to Princeton next month to speak at Princeton. So God has allowed me to go to places. I said Princeton. When Princeton called me, I said, what's really going on? Also going to Harvard University. And Cambridge. These are places that I was like, never imagined myself going. And so the things that you want, the things that you think you can accomplish, it is reachable. And I want to show you how to do that. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. You serve a big God, so think big. So I said that to say, I'm also want to announce I am running for state senator. Wow. And so for the 11 districts, so that is Macomb County and part of Wayne County. So I got 8 Mile all the way to 7 Mile between Kelly, closer to Gratiot. So I'm getting some of my, my roots in there. And so I'm very excited. It's my first time running for state senator. And so, and I just want to push that so we can have better education, better schools, better jobs. I want Michigan to be more of a producer and not a consumer of products. We need to bring the money back to our state and start sending it out. So if you live in that area, Eastpointe, Roseville, all the way out, I'll be your state senator. So, if you know anybody that wants to be a part of the team, I need people to walk, knock doors, looking for, your help to making a difference.